Uh, we have completed the case today on both sides, and the uh, parties are expected to file written submissions within a week. We will not discuss the case except give you a summary of our arguments. Firstly, we pointed out the very important development that the other side has clearly abandoned, given up, and run away from the organizational test of the party. That means it's a clear proof positive of a lack of numbers, woefully inadequate numbers at the organizational level in this party across Bombay, across Maharashtra, across India. That desperate attempt to deny the applicability of the organizational test, abandoning the test, running away, is clear proof of the absence of numbers on their side. Number two, they tried a double whammy. They abandoned the organizational test by saying that the elections to the NCP were false, fraudulent, etc. We have cited several judgments to show that if you have a grievance about elections, you must file a civil suit. You must take civil proceedings. You must go to a civil court. Admittedly, they have done nothing of the sort. Case after case from Madras High Court, for example, says that you have to do that. So what they are doing, on the one hand, they are saying we will not go to a court. We will not test the correctness of our allegations. On the other hand, we will say that without going to court, the elections were bad and therefore give up the organizational test. I called it a double whammy of errors, a double whammy of conceptual errors. Thirdly, we pointed out the recent judgment of the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court, Subhash Desai, also from Maharashtra, which clearly says, repeatedly, not once but 4 paragraphs, that the organizational test can be very important and the legislative test may have to be ignored if there are disqualification petitions pending, where the very existence of the MLAs or the members are in doubt. That is clearly writ large. So we pointed out to the Election Commission that this is an invitation to you to act contrary to law and to violate the law, an invitation by the other side. And lastly, there was a very strange, I would call it a weird stand taken. We had argued repeatedly that the other side slept, did nothing, raised no objection for 22, 23 years, when the same constitution was operating, when the same people were getting elected, when the same benefits were being distributed, when the same Sharad Pawar was being re-elected. We said you did nothing from the early 2000s, or rather 1997 onwards, all the way to 30th June 2023. In reply to that, this weird argument was made that no, our dispute traces itself back to 2019. Now, why I call it weird is that if you take the period 2019 to 2023, a vast number of the major benefits have been taken, given and enjoyed without demur or protest by the Ajit Pawar group in this period. They have become deputy chief ministers, they have become ministers, they've got posts in the party,
LOP.
all LOP, leader of the opposition, all within the 2019 to 23 period, and not a word of protest. So this argument is self-serving, that we had this dispute from 2019. It is hypocritical, it is completely false. We hope and expect that we will have a judgment in accordance with law and justice in the near future, and the arguments in this matter are now complete. Thank you.
Thank you.